This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are in the M55 Tornado. And we are in a party with a bunch of folk. Don't remember everybody right off the top of my head, you guys know who you are. But, I'm not gonna lie, this first match you guys are gonna see exactly... Okay, you guys know about bad teams. It happens to everybody, there's nothing we can do about it. It's gonna happen once in a while. But lately, I don't know about you guys, but lately I have been getting a ridiculous amount of bad teams. Now, I believe this is Swive next to me, so he's in here. He's in his M43, because he doesn't have the M55 yet. And then we've got a couple other people with us. And we are going to get our butts kicked. And when I say we, I mean, our platoon's going to do as much as we can in the short amount of time that this match actually takes. This match won't last very long, folks. Not going to lie to you. This match is going to be over in a relatively short order. That being said, I got to do as much as I can in that short amount of time, which means I've got to make the most of my shots. You never know how long a match is going to make. You can't rush shots that you have to be able to hit, you know what I mean? Sometimes you can get away with taking shots if a match is already dragging out and it's pretty stalemated. But early in a match, you just cannot waste rounds because you want to make that impact early on. Because making an impact early on, you set the tone for the match. And they've already set it. They've already killed our medium tank. So, unfortunately for us, shot out, and that shot was well placed. But unfortunately, undershot and hit the hill instead of actually hitting the tank, because he was about exactly where I aimed when the round hit. So it's unfortunate, but it happens. Wasn't a bad shot by me. It's just the game didn't want it to hit. You can see how far that hill is stretching my reticle. It's absolutely annoying. Come on. I take a blind shot. And that blind shot was for one reason, and that was to cover my exit. Because our entire team, for whatever reason, is hanging out below the cliffs. No idea what they're thinking, but, you know, we can't hang around for it. So you can see, we are all out of here. Swive is right there. I can't remember who that is, but he's going to push Swive up the hill. He's like, dude, you got to help me push him. I'm like, dude, I can't. We have to get to the top of this hill before those guys get to the edge of the rain, or we're dead. And it's, you know, one person dying is one thing. Two people dying because you're trying to push them is another. It's a hard decision to make, but at the same time, it's one of those, there's a shark behind us and who's faster? You know, that's the guy that's going to survive. It's not the way it goes. Luckily, all three of us end up surviving, I believe. Except one of us stopped way back in the back. I'm not sure exactly why, but it's a thing. And the other of us keep pushing because we know we got to get to this hill. We have to push across. Luckily for us, the KV-4 that's over there is behind the hill, so he did not spot us coming through. And now we can turn back and start firing on the enemy now that we are completely safe from enemy fire for the meantime. So, like I said, our entire team, I don't know what they're doing. I've never seen this tactic before, probably because it's a terrible one. But Hammer Tank's there, shot out. We hit him for all of his health. He's got nothing left. 600 damage, our first hit of the game. So we are almost 4 minutes into the match before I get my first hit. Alright, so that's just how badly this match is going. And it wasn't for lack of trying. I took one good shot that didn't hit, one bad shot to cover my retreat, and it paid off. I got over here. Now I can take some shots. There we get another 575 roll on an T-32. He's a one-shot kill. I'm just trying to spread as much damage across all of these enemies as possible, thinking that somebody on my team will be able to damage one of these guys and kill them. There goes the T-32 I hit. The T-30 finished him. Our T-29 dies to a light tank. Our guys are just getting absolutely obliterated at this point. T-34 right there, shot out. We hit him. We're backing up, backing up, backing up. We just want to keep moving around back here so that we don't get spotted and killed. KV-3's over there. That's what it was, KV-3, not a KV-4. He disappears. I can't see him, I can't shoot him. I'm darn sure not going to pull out in front of him. So, again, my gun's almost loaded. I got to get some shells out. M103's right there on the side of the hill. He's my next target. He fires. He's charging down the hill and shot out. And we get a hit. 800. We ammo rack him, leave him on a one-shot kill. Swive's moving to the right. He's got a KV-3 moving in. Oh, come on. He hits Swive, but Swive aims in, takes his time, and finishes the job. Now, 3 arty versus the world. How long can we hold out, folks? Oh, light tanks incoming. That's not good. It's definitely not good. And it's 1390, which is even worse. Shot out. There we go. 927. He's tracked right in front of everybody. We get artied. But can Swive finish him off? Come on, Swive. You got this. And... aha! Unfortunately, Swive gets nailed by a T-49. Came in the other direction. But we got 5 hits. We did the best we could with the team that we had. 3,000 damage. That's not bad. Top of the leaderboard. Nobody else even close. We had Swive and the other platoon mates get over 1,000, but nobody else on the team broke 1,000. That was a rough match. And with those kinds of teammates, you're not going to win. It's just not possible, man. You can't win those games. It stinks. It sucks. Let's just put it that way. It sucks. But I don't care how good you are at this game. 3 versus, I believe it was 10. You ain't pulling that off, usually. There are rare cases, but the Reds would have to fumble real hard. I've seen it. I've seen one person take on, AT-15 get 13 kills or something like that. It was ridiculous. But again, you've got everything coming together. You got a guy in a heavily armored tank that can take a beating, and everybody that came after him completely fumbled. Every one of them. Any one of them could have killed him. But they all fumbled. T-57 Heavy gets absolutely obliterated. T-32's broadside onto an 8-inch howitzer, 2.4 second aim time, shot out. Pow! 1,553 damage. Our first paddling of the evening. It's hard to think ahead when you're trying to say stuff sometimes. Like, I know what I wanted to say, but my brain wasn't working right. So, we're almost loaded again. We've already paddled one tank. We're just waiting for another tank to make a mistake. I go over to watch the bridge because our guy's looking at the bridge. And I believe this is Peasy. I believe. And we have a heavy tank spotted doing the exact same thing that just got 2 other heavies killed. Chieftain, what are you doing? And shot out. Oh, come on. Ah, that dead tank just saved his life. That's probably why he's hiding behind it. Can't really blame him for hiding there. Don't know why he would try to cross to begin with. Now, E5 is not alone. He's going to have multiple bad guys with him. But until I know that for sure, I can't look away from what I'm doing to help that side. So, about this time, Peasy pulls up to the bridge and he's like, dude, I'm going to need some help over here on this right side. They got a bunch of people trying to push. And I'm like, all right, give me a second. E4, broadside on, shot out. And he backs up. So, didn't hit him. Should have been able to hit him. He was stopped, and I goofed it all up. I thought he was going to keep pushing. It looked like he was going to roll right up. He didn't. So now I'm going to pull up to my second firing position on this map. And I get spotted initially, which isn't preferable, due to the fact that arties love to shoot me after I've been spotted. But also knowing where their arties generally are, using this mountain right here, I can pretty much protect myself from them. So I start looking over here towards these guys to try to help the right side. If I can push these guys back, then we have a good chance, because our right side should be winning. The left side is the one that's struggling. We have 2 tanks and PZ trying to hold it. E5, shot out. We get 635 and track him right in front of God and everybody. Can they kill him? That's the question. Now these other heavy tanks back here are using this rock on either side to try to side scrape off and get some shells. But E5's still alive. It's a shame. Really is. Alright, so E5 is a guaranteed kill. Shot out. Pow! Except it's not a guaranteed kill, because it's World of Tanks, and that shot should have landed behind him and killed him, but instead it lands exactly where it shouldn't land, in front of him, and splashes him for no damage, basically. Because had it hit him for damage, he wouldn't have any damage left to take. Know what I mean? So we got a T-32, we got a Leopard PTA, and we've got that E5. Leopard is begging for it, shot out. He's probably going to pull up a little bit, but at least if I splash him, he'll know he's not safe there, and he'll move. And when he moves, he's opening himself up for other people to shoot. That's why I take a lot of those shots that I know are going to splash somebody rather than do really any damage, because it changes the way people play. Just knowing that you can be hit by arty and killed at any time changes the way you play the game, like it or not. Shot out on the E5. And it goes completely left of him for no reason. And splashes him for next to nothing. He's getting chewed up. E5s are both still alive. The Leopard's still alive, I think. And we're not having a whole lot of luck shooting these guys. But we're making them... we're keeping them honest. Just put it that way. E5 again, shot out. There we go, 816, right into the top of his tank. And that backs him off. So now we have successfully held this left side for our team as they've pushed around the cap, and they're coming up behind these guys. It's just a matter of time before each one of these guys succumb to the sheer numbers of our team. And, I mean, it's just, that's the way it goes. We've all been there. We've been on both sides of this. So you just saw my last match, where I literally, me and my team was the only ones that did anything. Shot out on the E5. 19 damage. But we did track him. And surely somebody will kill him before he fixes his track. No, they won't. Because, you know, he has no health. He's not moving. They can't damage him. Go figure. But you got to rely on your teammates, right? As an arty, you got to rely on your teammates. Because they're amazing. So we end up with 4,000 damage, essentially. 3,900 damage. 500 assisted, 1 kill. That's enough for almost, you know, a little above average. So if you like what I'm doing, punch that like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.